You're listening to the Scottish Shindig on Radio GH with Ewan Galloway.
Well, good evening one and all. Here we are again, back in the hot seat in the east, although it's rather cold outside. Welcome to winter, I think is probably the appropriate words. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend and been kept nice and busy, maybe dancing, listening to some CDs in your house or even some records, and hopefully sharing some time with friends and families as well. We're going to start off tonight's show with a good lively style. It's Ian McPhail and his band from a cracking CD called From Highlands and Islands. And well, if it's from the Highlands and Islands, there's only one track you could have to get the show underway, and that's a good old Highland Scottish. Yes, a great start to the show tonight with Ian McPhail and his Scottish dance band there with a nice set of Highland Scottishes. Hopefully that got you hopping about. Hopping reminds me of kangaroos now. Anyway, next up is a country dance, and it's a great country dance indeed. I'm going to dedicate this one to Sheila and Billy, who were at the RSCDS AGM over there in Glasgow over the weekend, and we had a great night on Friday playing with the band, and I'm sure that would have been great music for the rest of the weekend too. But certainly to have Sheila and Billy down near the front for the last dance kept the band going with their Yukin and Weekin. So for you two both, from me to you, is a great country dance that I know you both dearly love by Sandy Nixon and his band. From the album Repeat Prescriptions, maybe this track should be on a prescription. It's the Cuckoo Clock. Sandy Nixon and his Scottish dance band there with a great selection of reels for the country dance. The Cuckoo Clock, the tunes there, Sandy's Muckle Box, the Gisborough Reel, Everything Hot and Delicious, and Boil Them Cabbage Down. Great album that indeed. Repeat prescriptions from Sandy Nixon. Good afternoon or good evening to one and all. We've got plenty of people tuning in there. We've got Alan Gifford up there in Shetland. Lovely to see you on, Alan. I hope that you're keeping well. And, well, it's quite nice to see some news as well tonight of a newborn arriving on the Isle. And we'll tell you more about that very shortly. We've also got Betty Hunter tuned in, Barry and Mustard, Raymond Wheeler, Sheila Walker and Rob. John Anderson again up in Shetland there. John, hope you're keeping well. There's a strong rumour that you might see a certain presenter fairly soon. I don't know who that would be. Susan and Simon, Lindsay Allen with Lindsay's got some lovely fireworks accompanying her tonight. We've had a few bangs here, so Tiger's not too keen on them, so we'll keep him happy with some lovely music and hopefully that'll get him through the night. Anyway, wherever you're tuned in from, it's lovely to have you on board and I hope that you'll enjoy the rest of tonight's show. Time for a song. It's the one and only Andy Stewart here with the Lads of Bonnie Scotland.
By the high mountainside where the wild rivers glide, by the valleys of the Solway or the Dee, and by meadows sweet and wide, o'er the water's raging tide, live the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me. Be they Lowlandmen who stay by the Tweed or by the Tay, be they Highlandmen from Rannoch or Tiree, och, they'll be proud to sing a song of the land where they belong, and the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me. May they live in peace and plenty for 1,000 years and more, with their heads held high in freedom as they were in days of yore. May their lassies be as fair as you'd ever hope to see, for the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me. For no matter where you roam, there you'll find the men of home, men of Aberdeen, Dundee or Glasgow town. In Australia or Malay, Timbuktu or USA, Scotland's name is known and loved the world round. Though the land that gave them birth may be far across the earth from the country of the old folks' memory, still they honour Scotia's name and they're proud to sing the fame of the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me. May they live in peace and plenty for 1,000 years and more, with their heads held high in freedom as they were in days of yore. May their lassies be as fair as you'd ever hope to see, for the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me. May they live in peace and plenty for 1,000 years and more, with their heads held high in freedom as they were in days of yore. May the lassies be as fair as you'd ever hope to see, for the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me. For the lads of bonny Scotland, you and me.
Andy Stewart there with the Lads of Bonny Scotland. A lovely wee tune there, quite a cheery tune as well. First request tonight comes in from the Gruesome Twosome, and yes, you're first on the list, Bill and Maria. It was lovely to see you both the other day there, and Tiger's still munching through his wonderful packet of Dreamies that you brought him. I can't say there's much shortbread left though, but it's lovely to see you. You've asked for any track at all by Jim Johnston, so from the sound of Jim Johnston, a great 6/8 pipe match here, the Bunall Highlanders. Nice swingy playing there from the Banal Highland. It's not from the Banal Highlanders, but it is the Banal Highlanders by Jim Johnston and his band. A few of you saying that you can't see me yet. Yes, I'm just trying to catch up with a few other things. But I am live, I'm in the studio, and hopefully you're enjoying the videos instead, which I think will probably be a much better view than looking at me. A popular dance this weekend has been the Reel of the Royal Scots, and that was one of the last dances when the band played on Friday night over in Glasgow in the Kelvin Hall, and it was the first dance today when I was playing for Edinburgh and Dunedin branch in Edinburgh, and that was ably called for by Kitty Shaw from North Berwick. So I hope that you're doing well and that you've got home on time. So for yourself, I know that you like your pipe tunes and pipe reels. Here's the Craig Ellicky Band with a great selection of tunes for this. The Reel of the Royal Scots. Take your partners.
Ewan Galloway.
I'm your man.
That was indeed the lovely Ali Bain and Phil Cunningham, and a beautiful tune there. And that tune, for those that were interested, was called Lightly Swims the Swan, and it's from their album called No Rush. Our next request comes in tonight from Iris Sanderson up there in lovely Shetland. Could you please play track 6 of the Showcase of Shetland CD? And it's a great band here. It's a Kelly Puckles with the Skerries Wedding March. brilliant playing there from Shetland, the Ceilidh Puckles, from a showcase of Shetland music. Speaking of Shetland, I would just like to say congratulations to Liam Brannan there up in Shetland. Now, if you know Liam, fantastic accordion player, and he's just become a dad. It's on his page there. So on the 2nd of November, congratulations to both of them. Born was Chrissy and Louise Brannan. So we'd like to say congratulations to you both and all the very best to having your new adventure as a family of 3. And hopefully we'll see you all very soon when we get up to Shetland. There's a few requests for some Shetland music tonight, so I'm sure you'll get plenty of choice. But next up, we're going to have another song here. This is mentioned last week that we've not had a track from Andy Chung for a while. So here he is singing The Wild Mountain Thyme.
Oh, the summertime has come, when the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love about by yon clear crystal fountain, and upon it I will pile all the wild flowers o' the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will range through the wild and the deep glens sae dreary. I'll return wi' my spoils to the bower. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? She'll not come, I will surely find no other, where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will go, lassie, go.
A lovely tune there by Andy Chung, Wild Mountain Time, and hopefully you're all singing along to that at home. I'm sure you all knew the words, really. Rena Mulholland sends in a message. Hi, Ewan and Tiger. Elaine and I will be tuned in from Kirkcaldy, where we are puppy sitting for my son. Hopefully we'll get peace to listen to all the requests. So I'm hoping that everything's okay with the puppy and that there's not too many fireworks causing any problems there. Anything of your choice by yourself, please, Ewan. Sending on good wishes to Simon and Susan too, as well as all the listeners tuned in tonight. So forward to Free Hop, back to Free Hop, out to the side and clap, two to the left, two to the right, and round you go for a Canadian barn dance by myself, joined by Graham Cairns on the banjo for the Canadian barn dance. Yours truly with Graham Kerr joining me on the banjo there for a Canadian barn dance. Next request is a request for a track by Graham Mitchell. It's his own composition playing Robbie Shepherd MBE, and this is requested by Joan Finlay for her husband Bill, as it's one of his favourite tunes, and I think many will enjoy this.
The Scottish Shindig with Ewan Galloway.
Easy for you to say.
Well, I'm sure you all worked out where that was from. Yes, it's from the River Dance, played by the Keith Dixon's Accordion Orchestra, reshuffled with the initials to form the word coda. Fantastic music indeed. This is Scotland, sang here by Kenneth McKellar.
Free among the hills where the bungs are crystal clear, sparkling in the sun, the waters swiftly run with the message of good cheer. Down by the placid loch and side, on the shore and shaded glen, Highland cattle graze on peaceful summer days, a true reminder to all men that this is Scotland once again, back among our friends at home, back in the country that we love, never, never more to roam. Much way north along the road, swinging to a lilting band, smiling as we go, happy just to know we are back in bonny Scotland. North and west along our coast, where the wild Atlantic bounds, rugged cliffs make way to a sheltered bay, distant from the city sound. Offshore cluster many isles, far as anyone can see, when the setting sun shows the day is done and everybody feels so free. For this is Scotland once again, back among our friends at home, back in the country that we love, never, never more to roam. Much way north along the road, swinging to a lilting band, smiling as we go, happy just to know we are back in bonny Scotland.
Yes, fabulous singing by Kenneth McKellar there. This is Scotland. And he was mentioning there the words of a lilting band. And that is indeed what we've got next. It's a request from Bab Fraser. Hi Ewan, could you please play track 4, Scotland's Gardens on Colin Dure's album? For all the listeners, and with a special mention to Simon and Susan, thinking about them at this time. The tunes here in the set making up the 8x32 by Reel are Joe Murphy's Reel, Gordon the Goalie, Alan Peter Nixon, and Gordon's Reel, Aviation Fuel. Colin Dure and the band. Splendid playing there from Colin Dure and his trio from the album Special Requests Volume 1, and that was for Scotland's Gardens. Now, Vida Brown had asked for a track from Bill Ewan, the late Bill Ewan, sadly missed, but we're very lucky to still have all his music left to listen to behind. So here he is to play us a lovely wee foxtrot medley.
And get-togethers naturally have different moods, so perhaps off we go and let's raise the roof.
Great playing Gordon Patillo and his Keeley band with an Arcadian Strip the Willow. But it's time to slow things down a wee bit this time and have a lovely set of Gaelic waltzes. This comes from the album from David Bowen. It's a lovely album called On the Spree. And this was a message that came in earlier on through Facebook from Ian Lees, and he asked me if I could play a set of Gaelic waltzes and dedicate them to my mum and dad, Pamela and Barry, who are hopefully tuned in tonight. So here's some lovely tunes for you. Leaving the Boat at Portree, The Circle of the Ocean, and The Iong to the North. Yes, a lovely selection of Gaelic waltzes there by David Bowen and his band there. Very enjoyable to listen to. Now, a band that were playing down at Gretna Accordion and Fiddle Club today was that of Charlie Kirkpatrick, and he was joined by one of our very own radio presenters here at Radio GH, Gordon Youngie on the drums, and he was joined by Ian Graham's brother, Alec Graham, on the keyboard today. So here's a track from Charlie and his band for the Gay Gordons from the album Salute, Alistair Heron. Charlie Kirkpatrick and his band there with the track for the Gay Gordons, the first tune there, good old cracking pipe tune, Walter Douglas MBE. Now, next up, we've got still some requests to come in here, and one's a song. It's a beautiful song called Come By the Hills and requested to be sang here by the Corries. So it's from their album Peat Fire Flame. And this is requested by Elizabeth White, who says, every time it's played, it brings me closer to home in Scotland.
Come by the hills to the land where fancy is free. Stand where the peat meets the sky and the lochs meet the sea. Where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun. And the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Oh, come by the hills to the land where life is a song. Sing where the birds fill the air with their joy all day long. Where the trees sway in time and even the wind is in tune. And the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Oh, come by the hills to the land where legend remains, where stories of old fill the hearth and yet come again. Where our past it is lost, but our future is still to be won. And the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done. Hills to the land where fancy is free. Stand where the peat meets the sky and the lochs meet the sea. Where the rivers run clear and the bracken is gold in the sun. And the cares of tomorrow can wait till this day is done.
And hopefully that gave you many memories there. The Corries there singing Come By the Hills. Next up, it's back into your sets, please, for a country dance, and that country dance is Murray's Wedding. It's requested here by Rose Powell. Says, Dear Ewan and Tiger, please can you play Murray's Wedding for my 65th birthday, which was last month. Thank you for your beautiful programmes, from Rose. Well, here to play it for you is a great band from the Fife area, and the album is the Carling Walk collection of Scottish country dances, but it's Murray's Wedding by James Coots and his band. James Coots and his band there with Mary's Wedding. Now, a message came in from Sarah Horn, and Sarah doesn't always get a request on the show, so I thought I'll make extra sure that we play her one tonight. She says she'll probably be driving home, but listening later, or possibly while driving. Could you please play the second tune that you played for Miss Gibson's Strusby? Now, I sent Sarah a wee clip off the band playing at the AGM on Friday night, and we played a set of Strusbys, so first one was for the original tune, but it's followed by another tune. We're going back to the album on No Rush tonight with the best of Ali and Phil, and she's asked if we can play it if it's recorded somewhere. So it's a tune composed by Phil Cunningham, and it's called Spring the Summer Long. So I hope you enjoy this. You might have to stop driving to listen to it though. Be safe. Lovely playing there from the one and only Phil and Ali. Now, I've had a few videos sent in to me via Andy. He mentioned that Grant had been taking some videos. I'm not quite sure what's on them yet, but we're about to find out. So here is one of Grant's videos of some dancers. So we'll think we're all in for a wee surprise here. There's no sound on that one. Try the... Oh, there's... Next up, speaking of dancing, you'll need to be in your freeze round the room here for a Britannia two-step with Lindsay Weir and her Scottish Dance Band.
Fiddle News with Pia Walker.
Hello everybody, from a kind of sunny Cooper, at least right now. It's still a soggy Cooper, but only underground today. I am going to enjoy it for as long as it lasts. Last week I had a brilliant Friday night dance in Perth at the festival, and it was great seeing so many Kent faces there, including the contingency from Ireland. And of course, congratulations to everybody who took part in all the competitions there. It takes guts and practice to get up on that stage, so they should all be applauded. On the 5th, the live music starts in Gretna in the afternoon, with Charlie Kirkpatrick guesting. I said that last week as well, I know. And in the evening, it's David Vernon in Arbroath. On the 7th, you have a choice of 4 places to go to, and that is Campsie, where Stephen Carberry Duo will be guesting. You can go to Dumfries and hear Ross McPherson, or travel up to Fort William, weather permitting, and hear Marian Anderson Trio. And then, of course, Sekel has their club night in Cramlington. On the 8th, we have Brandon McPhee performing in Forres, and in Inverary it's Marian Anderson Trio guesting. And then here in Fife in Windigates we have Freeland Barber and the Occasionals. On the 9th, in Candyside, it'll be Addie Harbour and friends who are coming down from the far north. And Carlisle, also on the 9th, has not actually sent me in the guest list, so I've only got a TBC there. And on the 12th, in Biggar, it's Duncan Hutchison's band. And that is all for this week, folks. Keep warm and enjoy the music. Bye.
Thanks again to Pia Walker for our update of the accordion and fiddle club. If you've got any more that's not been mentioned, again, feel free to put them on the chat, but also if you could pass on Pia's details to the accordion and fiddle clubs, tell them to get in touch with Pia and she'll be delighted to include them on the Boxton Fiddle Report each week here on Radio GH. And hopefully coming soon will also be a dance diary which will be spread out hopefully through the week. So if you're tuned into Radio GH, you'll get the update of the Boxton Fiddle Diary and the Dance Diary at different intervals throughout the week, so you can hopefully not miss any dances. Robert Dixon's tuned in. He says, "Hi Ewan, if possible, could you please play something by Ian McPhail and his band? They were excellent last Sunday at Langham Accordion and Fiddle Club. Had a great afternoon. Many thanks," from Robert Dixon. So especially for yourself, Robert, here he is. You'll need to sing along with this one, mind. It's some Cockney Capers. Short and sweet there, but consider yourself one of us and one of the Radio GH family. Back to the singing here. I believe that Grant is dying for a song. I think he's even going to join in here, so we'll have to watch out. But he's asked for the track of William Williamson singing Bonnie Galois, and please dedicate it to Sheila and Billy, the Dandy Dancers, from Ian and Grant.
But lose the bonny hills, but lose the shining rills. I for thee my bosom fills, bonny Galois, land o' darkly rolling dee, land o' silvery winding cree, kissed by small waves foamy sea, bonny Galois. Wreaths o' glory round thee weave, glory land o' fearless thrive, heroes' deeds thy sons achieve, bonny thy foes wi' micht and main. Bonnie Galawa. Oh, mine Scotia's chiefs can shine, heroes o' the Douglas line, Maxwell's Gordons are thine. Bonnie Galawa, land of birk and Rowan-tree, land of fell and forest free, land that's I say dear to me. Bonnie, Bonnie Galawa.
Frae Dunbar to Dunoon, it's the Scottish Shindig in every tune.
That was Jim Johnston and his band there with, indeed, you've guessed it, the Thingy Jig Polka. Time for a wee track this time by a great accordionist player. We've not had a track from him on the show for a good while, and I'm going to dedicate this one to Joanne Renton because I know she'll enjoy this. It's Declan Ainger with Riley's Daughter.
As I was sitting by the fire, eating spuds and drinking porter, with strangers tutting to my mind, I'd like to marry O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yay, giddy-yay, banging on your old bass drum. Riley played on a big bass drum, he had a mind for opera. slaughter. He had a big red glistening eye, and he kept that eye on his lovely daughter. Giddy-ay-ay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-ay-ay, giddy-ay-ay, banging on your old bass drum. Her hair was black and her eyes were blue. The major and the corporal and the captain saw her. The sergeant and the piper and the drummer by two, but they never had a chance with Riley's daughter. Giddy-ay-ay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-ay-ay, giddy-ay-ay, banging on your old bass drum. Well, I got me a ring and a parson too. I got me a scratch in the merry quarter. Settled me down to a peaceful life, happy as a king with Riley's daughter. Giddy-ay-ay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-ay-ay, giddy-ay-ay, banging on your old bass drum. Well, 5 big knocks came at the door. Who should it be out looking for slaughter? With 2 pistols in his hand, looking for the man who married his daughter. Giddy-ay-ay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-ay-ay, giddy-ay-ay, banging on your old bass drum. Well, I grabbed O'Reilly by the hair, and his head in the pail of water. Shot his pistol in the air, and I'm sick quicker than I married his daughter. Giddy-ay-ay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-ay-ay, giddy-ay-ay, banging on your old bass drum. Giddy-ay-ay, 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 for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-ay-ay, giddy-ay-ay, banging on your old bass drum. Banging on your old bass drum.
Declan Ainger there. Now, Solver Hogan, who's tuned in tonight, says, could you have some music, please, from Norway? So, Odd Arn Halas, one of my favourite musicians from over that way. Here he is with a Belgian novelty. Odon, alas, there with a lovely ragtime piece of music. Now, Stephen Hughes is tuned in tonight, and he says he's a happy man tonight. So I'm not sure if that's just because of the music, or he's maybe having a wee dram. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, here, especially for you, Stephen, is Coila, a good Cayley band here. And I don't need to introduce this track. You'll work it out. playing there. Sandy Leggett and the Carslock Cayley Band. And I've not seen Sandy for a good while, but hopefully he's doing well, and hopefully still getting a wee tune on the box here and there when he gets the chance to have a go. Now, next up, we've got a request from Marge Rankin. Hi, Ewan, Susan, Tiger. Looking forward to your show. Could you please play a lively track from one of your recordings? Well, I'm not sure which one to play because there's lots of them. So I think we will have a wee pipe medley for you, something a bit different. How does that sound? You've asked as well if I could mention that if I could dedicate it to the wonderful farmers who rescued Fiona the sheep in the Kilmarnock area, I think. I'm wondering if any of them farmers are tuned into the show tonight, so if you are, you can maybe say hello. Here's a wee pipe medley for you from yours truly, and I hope that you're well. And that was the electronic pipes there. That was a very good friend, a late friend of all of ours in the band, Peter Aitchison, who lived in just outside Dunbar in a place called West Barnes. A lovely gentleman, sadly no longer with us, and used to sit with him every Sunday and Saturday night when I was working in the pub when I was younger. And he would tell me all about the pipe tunes and the heedrum and the hodrum. Lovely gentleman, sadly missed. But all those tunes there as well, and composed by Davy Patrick, who sadly passed away in 2006. Davy Patrick living in Innerwick, and wrote some tremendous tunes. Got time for a final song here for Cecil Duncan up there in Shetland, and it's the Alexander Brothers with The Work of the Weavers.
We're all met together here to sit and to crack, with our glasses in our hands and our work upon our back. And there's not a trade among them all can either mend nor mack. If it wasna for the work, all the weavers, if it wasna for the weavers, what would they do? We wouldna hae cloth made of our wool, we wouldna have a coat, neither black nor blue. Yet it wasna for the work, all the weavers. There's our rights and our slaters and glaziers and all, our doctors and our ministers and them that live by law, and our friends in South America, though them we never saw, but we know they wear the work, all the weavers. If it wasna for the weavers, what would they do? We wouldna hae cloth made of our wool, we wouldna have a coat, neither black nor blue. Yet it wasna for the work, all the weavers.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed your music tonight and all the different songs and instruments we've had. We've had a really good mixture, so thanks very much for all your requests. I think I can speak on behalf of all our listeners and volunteers here at Radio GH, sending our best wishes to Susan and Simon for their weeks ahead. And we look forward to seeing you all again next week, where we'll have a slightly different hour for the beginning with Remembrance Sunday. And we'll have your requests in the second hour. So take care, enjoy your week, and we'll see you all next Sunday on Radio GH, the nation's station.
They wouldn't want the work, all the weavers. If it wasn't for the weavers, what would we do? We wouldn't hae cloth made of our wool, we wouldn't have a coat, neither black nor blue. Yet it wasn't for the work, all the weavers. The weaving is a trade that can never fail, as long as we need a cloth to keep another hail. So let us aye be merry o'er a bicker of good ale, and drink to the health of the weavers. If it wasn't for the weavers, what would we do? We wouldn't hae cloth made of our wool, we wouldn't have a coat, neither black nor blue. Yet it wasn't for the work, all the weavers. If it wasn't for the weavers, what would we do? We wouldn't hae cloth made of our wool, we wouldn't have a coat, neither black nor blue. Yet it wasn't for the work, all the weavers.